I really thought once this project was over, I would rest for a day or two, then just go back to normal. Apparently, my body had other plans. It has been a week. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Charlene. And if you're visiting for the first time, then welcome. So happy to have you. I am only now starting to realize that finishing the work and recovering from it are two completely different things. A couple of weeks ago though, I had finally gotten my living room, my dining room and my kitchen back to where it originally was. The space was reset, clean, everything was where it belonged, and honestly, my living room did look and feel good. Then here comes another major project. And little by little, everything started coming right back. I felt the anxiety coming, but also too the excitement of the upcoming project. And that was fine, because at the time, everything had a purpose. Everything had somewhere to go. And in my head, the plan was simple. Finish the project, bring back everything, rest a little bit, and pack away the things. Back to normal. Except, it never quite worked like that. It didn't. Because 1 week later, look where I am. And I'm not even sure that the space was this bad before. It wasn't this bad. I cleaned it the last time, and believe me, it never really did look as bad as this. But the strange thing is, the clutter isn't really what has been bothering me. You know how me tell you now in my previous video, so I have anxiety when I see the clutter. This time around, it was a little bit different. And I mean, yes, of course, I wanted it gone. But I think what has been harder for me is realizing how long it has taken me to feel ready to even deal with it. Oh my word, no sir. Leading up to this project though, I had already been pushing very hard the days prior. And you know how that goes, don't it? In my head, in my element, I create, I design, so I get excited, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm bringing in stuff and I'm purchasing here and I'm purchasing there. But when the project concluded, when the deadline was right there, somehow you find another little piece of energy and you're pushing through. You tell yourself, just get through today. Then tomorrow, then one more day. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, when I'm finished, I can just rest. Well, we finished. And then my body basically said, all right, now it's my turn. I rested. Oh my God. I really didn't do much of anything. I just saw days turn into night, and then night come back turn into day, and I was just lounging, I was sleeping, I was just relaxing. And then I was looking at all of this thinking, I should have already started cleaning up this place. I should have had more of the things packed away by now. But why? No answer why. Who decided how long I should take to recover? And even now that I have started, I can't just grab everything and throw it back into a box. That is definitely not how it works. Every item has its place, And if I don't sort it out properly now, I'm going to pay for that later. Because take for instance the flowers. I prefer to separate them by color because the next time that I need 6 white roses, I'll know exactly where to find them. I don't want to be digging through 20 different bags trying to find white roses. And honestly, sometimes I prefer to pack certain things myself. I really love when Cindy comes to help me because it kind of jumpstart the whole process, you know. But let me tell you something. There are many days I'm calling Cindy to ask her for things in my house. No, sometimes we have to say, Cindy, you live here, don't it? Because sometimes I don't know where to put the things. Right? And then for these, because it's so much this time around, I kept saying to myself, ideally, I really want to be the one to pack them away. So imagine me calling Cindy to come and help me. Yeah, man. But then when Cindy gone home and I need something, I can't find it. And every time she comes, I say to myself, I'm going to, just make sure that I know where she put the things. But sometimes I'm so exhausted and happy for the help. Me not even around her when she pack. And my girl be just packing. You ever put something down in a safe place? Because that is also another drama that I have to, And then I can't remember where that safe place is. No, tell me for me alone, do them something. Because right now, I look for one buckle and I can't find it. I don't know where to put it down. I need it and don't know where it is. So doing it properly really does takes time. And right now, time and energy are two things I have to manage very carefully. Because something else has to change too. Me, this isn't the first big project I'm doing. But this one is different. There was a time when I could finish something like this. Sleep, get up, wake up in 3 o'clock in the morning and just work through till daybreak. And sort out myself. But this dynamic of life has changed. People who may have been more available before have their own responsibilities now. And my own body has changed. And right now, I'm also nursing an injured knee. So your girl can't end up on skates like before, She have to take her time. Because this knee requires time and process. And so as much as a part of me wants to come in here and clear this whole space in a day, that would make absolutely no sense if my knee needs to rest. I have to rest it. And if I need to sit down, I have to sit down. And I am now having to learn that slowing down doesn't necessarily mean nothing gets done. No, it don't mean that at all. It don't mean that. It means that I just have to take my time. And while I was thinking about all of this though, something else occurred to me. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you had to give a lot of yourself? And then you are expected to snap back in 2.5 seconds. Has that ever happened to you? Or better yet, how long did it take you to find your rhythm after that particular situation? Have you found your rhythm yet? It might sound like a simple question, but it's a question that you really should ask yourself. And let me know how you feel about this though, because I'm definitely sharing mine with you. I was saying to you, why do we expect to go straight back to normal after we've come through something that has taken so much from us? And it doesn't only apply to work. Sometimes it's a relationship that ends. Sometimes it's a job that ends. Sometimes you lose a loved one. Sometimes you just come through a really difficult season in your life. Life keeps moving. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're ready to move at the same pace, at the same speed. And I think sometimes we put pressure on ourselves because we believe we should have gotten over it by now. We should be productive again. We should feel like ourselves again. We should be back to normal. But what if you're just not there yet? Because I am not there yet. Does that happen to you? Is there a situation that you can cite that took almost everything out of you? And then when it's time to reset, you're like, so why am I taking so long? Why is it that this is still the way it is? Week, or start with days, then weeks, even months. Some of us take all years before we get back. You come through something really intense, and in your head, you're thinking, all right, that's finished. Tomorrow, I'll get back to normal. And your body would be like, no, girl, no, no. Sit your ass down right here and take your time. Or sometimes, even you have to be honest with yourself and say, no, girl, I'm not feeling this. How long does it normally take you to find your rhythm again? Because apparently 1 week is not enough for me this time. And maybe that's okay, you know? There are still other deadlines coming too. Bear that in mind. There are still things that have to get done. So I can't stay here forever. But I also don't want to clear this entire space today just to prove that I'm moving forward. So if I do a little today, I do a little bit more tomorrow, and eventually it will get done. The room may still look unfinished when this video ends. Actually, it probably will be. If you know, hello, it probably will be. And I'm okay with that. Because maybe we don't always need to snap back. Maybe sometimes we just need to give ourselves enough room to find our way forward. One small step at a time. You see where I'm going? One small step at a time. Anyway, walk good, and I'll see you on the next one.